Good day. Hello, good day. How are you doing today? Hope you're doing wonderful. Today we'll be reading the Dr. Bird reading series, Anancy and Cow, along with other stories. Now, Anancy is a African folklore character. He's actually a religious character in West Africa. And when our ancestors came over from West Africa, they came with these stories passed down orally. It wasn't written in any books, but they used to tell these stories to their children word for. Some people in Africa still document stories even to this day. They tell and document things word for word, historical events. A lot of tribes in Mali and other parts of West Africa, like Guinea, they have a set of people that's a clan that record everything through songs, and these stories are hundreds of years songs. Now, Anansi stories vary from country to country in the Caribbean and North America. However, we do have some stories that are very similar across regions because they won't be the same because it's oral tradition, and some of the stories were created in the West Indies because the Anansi character is like it's like Superman or Batman. Batman has an original series. Now you can make a Batman movie or a live series, MCU series of the original series, and it doesn't have to be the same, but it's the same character, the same template. So the story is Anansi and the Cow. Brother Anansi was walking in the bush one day. He saw Brother Cow chewing some chew stick. Now, chew stick you can use it like a toothbrush. It's a stick, and you can use it to brush your teeth. It cleans your teeth. So the cow was chewing on a chew stick. Now, Anansi longed to eat some cow meat. Everybody knows Anansi think he is smart. He thought he knew how to get some cow meat. Anansi ran home and told his wife and children, "We're going to have cow meat, so get the pot ready." Then he went for some sugar cane. Anansi went back to the bush. He met Cow and said, "Brother Cow, I see you're chewing some chew stick. I have some better chew stick here. Would you like to try it?" "Oh, Brother Anansi," said Cow, "I would like to try it." So Anansi gave Cow some sugar cane and said, "Isn't my chew stick nice, Brother Cow? Isn't it?" "Oh yes," said Cow. "I would like some more of the nice, sweet chew stick." And Nancy said, "I have more at home. I have never been to your home." "All right," said Brother Cow. When they got to the yard, Anansi to the tied the rope to a tree. He said to Cow, "Don't forget, you must fan away the flies. You know I don't like flies." So Brother Cow fanned his tail very hard. Then Anansi called to his wife and children, called to his wife and children to come and see Brother Cow. Suddenly, Anansi gave a loud shout. He wanted everybody to think Cow was making trouble because his tail was shaking so ferociously. "Look at how cow is fanning his tail. My poor children were afraid. Look at how this cow came into my yard and he's troubling my children. I have to kill him," they shouted. Then Anansi took up his knife to cut off Cow's head. Suddenly, Anansi brought down the knife, but Cow moved his head, and the knife, the rope. Cow put his tail on his back and ran away. From that day, Cow and Anansi have not been friends. So that's one Anansi's story. You know, Anansi is a trickster figure. It's like an anti-hero. It's like a villain in West African countries, but he's also loved and venerated because of his wisdom. And the next story is Countryman. With his four little children, two of them were girls and two were boys. Their father taught them many things. One thing he made sure to teach them was farming. Joe saw that this was a good thing to teach his children. Every evening, when his children came home from school, he taught them a little farming. He taught them how to plant bananas, corn, and how to get the land ready for planting. He also taught them to plant. Joe soon discovered that some of his children did not like farming. They preferred to go play with their friends when they came from school. If Joe allowed them, they would play all day. I must think of a way to show them that it's a good thing to learn how to farm. Joe said to himself. I will call my children and tell them a story. So one day he called his children and said, Children, I have a story to tell you. Like, story that I'm telling you now is telling them a story. They were all happy because they wanted to hear the story. Father, Joe began. A long time ago, there was a man named Sam. He too had a farm. He worked very hard, but his brothers always laughed at him. They did not like to farm. They did not like to work hard. They do not want to put their hands into dirt. His brothers wanted to work in the town. They wanted to wear pretty clothes every day. Dirt man, countryman, they would laugh and call their brother. But Sam did not pay them any mind. Every day he would work until he was tired. Then he would sit under a mango tree and rest. So one day there was no food in the town. There was a drought. Drought meaning that there was no rain. The place was dry, so food can't really grow without water. So there's a drought. No food was in the town. The only thing the farmers had were little foods for themselves. Everyone had to go to country to get food. So Sam's brothers were the first to come. They did not look well because they were very hungry. They had no food. They did not know how to grow food where they were. They could not eat their pretty clothes. We are sorry, Sam, they said. We did not know how good farming was. If it were not for the farmer, we could not eat at all. If we eat, we will die. Sam was a kind man, so he gave them food to eat. No, they knew that they should not laugh at the work a man does. And from that day, Sam's brothers never laugh at him again. And this applies to other things as well, like garbage collection. Because a lot of people might look down at someone who collects garbage, but if the environment will look dirty, there will be pollution, land pollution, it will fill the rivers, which will also cause flooding. And the flooding will cause water pollution because the garbage is in the water, so it will kill the fish. A lot of things can happen if people don't collect garbage. So that's another example. And that's the story of Countryman. So you can take a break, stretch. Second story where you can stretch, you can get something to eat, open the next snack. And the next story is called Fish for Dinner. So we're gonna start Fish for Dinner. Clive's mother was asking him to go to the shop. Take this money, she said, and buy something for dinner. I do not have anything for your father to eat. What must I buy? Asked Clive. A little fish, some rice, and a bun, she said. Now don't forget your father likes fish. Do not stop to play. It is getting late. Clive walked down the street. I must not forget a little fish, some rice, and a bun. He had not gone far when he saw Bill. Bill was kicking a ball. Hello, Clive, he called out. Come and play ball, man. I have to go to the shop. Clive said, I cannot stop. Stop a little, said Bill. You can go to the shop after. It was a nice new ball, and Clive wanted to play, so he stopped and kicked the ball for a little time. It was a good ball. After a time, he said, I have to go. See you later, Bill. He walked down the street and said, a little fish, some rice, and a bun. Just before he got to the shop, he met Jan, and Jan had some marbles, so he called Clive. Clive, come and play marbles with me, man. I'm going to the shop, said Clive. I cannot stop. But the marbles were pretty. They were blue, green, and red. And Clive wanted to play for just a little. He would not stop for a long time, so he played marbles with John and then said, I have to go, man. I have to go. He went down the street and into the shop. Hello, Clive. What can I sell you today? Asked the man in the shop. My mother wants. Clive said. And he could not think of what to say. Oh, I know. She wants some rice and a bun. Is that all? Asked the man. Yes, said Clive. He was not sure, but he could not think of anything more because he normally she his Clive's mom normally orders rice and a bun, but he did not know what else he could have. This happened to me already, actually. But that's another story. Think of anything more. He went on quickly. Here are the things, mother, he said. Thank you, she said. But look at the thing. What is this? Where's the fish? What am I going to do? Your father will be hungry when you come home. And today is the day he has fish for dinner. I'm sorry, I forgot the fish, said Clive. I'll go back for it. It's too far, she said. It will take too long. Soon, Clive's father coming. I'm hungry, he said. I work hard today. I'm going to have a good dinner. Today is the day we have fish. Is it ready? I'm sorry, said Clive's mother. We only have rice and bun. What? No fish? We only have rice and bun? Said my father. Well, mother said, Clive went to the shop for it, but he did not bring it. He took so long that he forgot. Clive, where is that? Yelled father. When I catch you, I will talk to you about this. But Clive was not around. He did not think his father would just talk about it. What do you think his father would do? His father would know that he stopped to play. Clive was sure his father would beat him. So he stayed outside. His Clive came in when his father had gone to bed. And his father was asleep, so his father could not beat him. His father did not get any fish, but Clive did not get any dinner and he was hungry. Clive did not think Clive do not think he will forget the fish next time. And the next story is Mr. Rain. That's Mr. Rain. Alright. So the story, Mr. Rain, begins. Patsy was very happy. She was putting on her pretty new dress to go to her friend's Betty party. Her friend's party. And her friend is Betty. Patsy lived just across the street from Betty. She saw the cake that Betty's mother made. She also saw the sweets and ice cream that Betty's mother bought for the party. I can't wait to get there, Patsy said to herself. There are many nice things to eat. I will wear my pretty new dress and I will play and have fun. Oh, come party time. Oh, party time, come. Suddenly, there was a clap of thunder. Boom. And down came the rain. It felt as if it will not stop. Oh, rain, Patty said. I hope it will soon stop raining. I would not like to miss the party, she said. Pat sat by the window. There she sat looking and waiting for the rain to slow down and stop. But the rain did not slow down. It began to fall much harder. Thank you very much. It began to fall much harder. You ugly rain, she said. Why did you have to fall now? I hate you, Mr. Rain. I wish you never came again, shouted Patsy. Patsy looked and looked at the rain. The more and more she looked, the more she felt. The more it felt. Her eyes became tired. Soon she fell asleep by the window. Now Patsy began to dream in the dream. She saw Mr. Rain come to her. Little Patsy, I heard you said it. I heard what you said, and I'll give you your wish. I'll never come again. So the rain never fell again, but soon Patsy was sorry for the things that she said about the rain. All the rivers and the seas became dry. There was no rain to fill the rivers and the sea. All the nice fish began to die. There was no rain to water trees. There was no more nice fruit to eat. The sugar cane too began to dry up. No, there was no sugar from the sugar cane, so there were no more sweets to eat. The bananas, the yams, the corn dried up soon. All of the animals were dead. No, Patsy wanted water to drink. She ran to the pipe, but there was no water. Her mouth was very dry. Then she began to cry. But no water came from her eyes. Even her eyes were dry. Oh, Mr. Rain, I wish you would come again, said Patsy. I'm sorry that I wish you would not rain. I don't know what everybody would do without you. Please come again, Mr. Rain, please. Don't be so sad, one, said Mr. Rain. I will come again. I only gave you a wish. Now you see, everybody needs me. Suddenly, there was a clap of thunder. Down came the rain. The rain fell very hard. Soon the rivers and the sea were full of water. The fish began to swim again. The plants and the trees began to grow. Everything became green again. Now there was food. So animals began to eat. Patsy, too, had water to drink. Thank you, Mr. Rain, said Patsy. I'll never make a wish like that again. I'll save water too. I'm afraid that someone might make a wish like me. Wake up, Patsy, shouted her mother. You have to go to the birthday party. Patsy jumped up out of her dream and the rain had stopped falling. Patsy was very happy that she could go to the party, but she was also happy that the rain fell. Beautiful, beautiful story. And the final story is the lifesavers. See here, the lifesavers. Peter and David are good friends. They live by the sea. Every day they swim out into the sea and look for starfish, shells. People from other places will buy these things from them. Come, Peter. If we wait too long, the sea will get rough and it will not be safe to go out. Okay, okay. I just wish we had a little boat. It will make things easy. We will not have to swim so far. The two boys got into the water. They can see through the water and there were no more waves. One day we'll get a big boat. It will even have a sail. Yes, a big blue boat with a sail. Now, look who's using up the time. We can even buy a little tire to help us out. Where will we get the money to buy a big boat? Come, David, let's go. The two boys began the long swim out of the reef. The reef is a pretty place, but the rocks are sharp, and most of them are just under the water. You have to be a good swimmer to go near the reef. We are going out late today. Before long, it will rain, and the sea will be rough. We cannot stay too near the reef. David, you're in such a hurry. Take your time. Nothing is going to happen to us. As Peter and David swam out into the sea, a man and a woman came onto the beach. They have a small rubber boat. They are going for a ride into the sea. What a pretty little boat. They have a nice ride in it. They must take care all the same. Take care. They look very safe to me. Even a little boat like that is nice. We could carry all the shells and starfish in it. The little boat was going out into the sea. Before long, the two people beside Peter and David. Hello, hello. Where are you going in that little boat? We are going for a boat ride. We are going to go far out to sea. You must take care. The reef is not safe. You must not go near it. The man and the woman laughed. They passed by the little boys. This is a strong little boat. We are very safe in it. Yes, little boys, it's you who must take care. The boys turned around and began to swim back. It is not easy. The rain is coming down very hard and the waves are big. They hear a loud noise behind them. Help, help. David, what's going on? The people are in the water. We must help them. The sharp rocks are cutting the rubber boat. We must swim out to help them. The boys swim very hard to reach the man and woman. The boys must take care. The rocks are very sharp. Can you help me? This woman cannot swim. We must carry her back in. Yes, we can help you. We can all help her get in. Help. Peter and David and the man swam with the woman. They're going very slowly. Peter's trying to bring the boat in tow. The sea's very rough. We must take time that way we'll not get tired. Yes, we must take time. We'll all be okay. I can stand in the water as soon as we reach land. Everyone is safe and they are all very happy. You boys are lifesavers. We must do something for you. Yes, we will give you the little boat. It's easy for you to fix. You can ride it in, but you must keep far away from the reef. Thank you. I know I can fix it. Peter and Dave are running home. They want to fix the boat. We will come back early in the morning with the boat. We can put starfish and shells in it. Yes, Peter. We must reach here early and take care. We are lifesavers now. And that's the end, basically. So, lifesavers. It's ends with Anancy and Cow. Wonderful stories. Dr. Bird reading series, and this is number 21 in that series. So there's a long list of books. I can't remember every story. I remember like Anancy and well, I remember Puss and Dog. That's that story with the porridge and how cat tricked the dog that the dog should eat his porridge in this from off the stove in the sun, and cat would cool his outside under the sun, and they have a challenge, and who finish their porridge first will win. So the cat tricked the dog, and that's why the cats don't like the dog. So yep.